Hello everyone, my name is Michelle. Welcome to Zen Within Yoga with Michelle. Today's practice is about finding a sense of softness. So soften into your poses, soften into your breath, soften your thoughts, and pulling back from forcing or pushing anything and allowing yourself to just relax. I'll be giving minimal cues through this practice, and I just invite you to utilize those pauses to have some quiet reflection and then just bring in your breath into every intricate part of your body through each pose, just guiding and willing the body, the mind to soften. Okay. I'm going to be using a blanket today and yoga blocks. If you have those, wonderful. If not, it's okay. You don't need to have them. All right, our first pose is going to be a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together. And if you have your blocks, this is one of the ways that you can use them. Or you can also use pillows or cushions here also. So you can stack the blocks up out in front of you, or depending on where the body just naturally folds, if it doesn't come further out from the legs, and you can just place the block here on your feet and just finding some comfort and support with the block so that the body is able to soften. And really quick, pardon my voice. I am fighting a little cold, so I got a little raspiness and kind of cutting in and out. So pardon me with that. So coming into your forward fold here, relaxing the arms. Maybe it feels good to flip the palms facing up. And taking a cleansing breath to invite in the softness with the exhale. Taking one more breath here. Bringing your upper body back up. Setting your block off to the side or your prop. Pausing here at the top. Tuning in to the softness. Inviting in more softness. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. opening the eyes. Coming into deer pose variation. So keep your right leg where it is. Just shift over to your right hip, and then you're going to bring that left heel back to the left glute. Take a turn, a twist over towards your right knee, and then we'll come into a fold here over that right knee. And again, maybe you choose to bring in a block here. And what we want to feel for here is that left glute, all of the muscles through the glute, the buttocks softening. Softening through the hands, the fingers, the arms, the shoulders. Taking a cleansing breath. And then pressing into the palms of your hands to slowly bring the upper body back up. And we're going to shift very gently, mindfully back into butterfly pose just to realign the hips and the legs. Good. And then shift over to that left hip and bringing that right heel back to the right glute. Turning, twisting to the left and coming into your fold on this side. Softening your breath. Softening your body. And softening your thoughts. cleansing breath. And using the palms to the mat to press yourself up, nice and easy. Still staying shifted onto that left hip. Just bring that right leg back around. Come back into your butterfly pose. We're just going to take a pause here. Lengthen up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Soften the body. Soften your facial muscles. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Opening the eyes. Let's bring the hands to the outer knees. Bring the knees in. Send the legs all the way out. Give them a little wiggle. Give them a little shake. And coming into caterpillar pose, so our extended leg forward fold. If you want to invite in blocks here, you can just widen the legs a little further away from one another, so you can bring the blocks in between the knees or the thighs. And again, you can always stack your blocks. So just making your way into your forward fold here, or if you choose not to use any blocks, you don't need to do that either. Just bring the arms out to the side of the body, palms facing down, and just allow your upper body to melt. Dropping the chin in towards the chest, softening through the neck, the shoulders, all the facial muscles, your jaw. Softening all the muscles down the spine. Softening the quads, the knees. Pulling back from any forcing or pushing or pulling. And taking one more breath here, cleansing, inhale and exhale. Bring the hands back closer to your hips, and then pressing into the palms of your hands. Engage the core slightly. We want to support the low back as we come back up. Take it nice and easy. And then let's bring the hands to the thighs. Take a pause here. Cleansing breath. And opening the eyes. Very nice. We're going to shift onto our backs. And we're going to take 3 poses on our back, which are similar to the poses that we just did in our seated position. So our first pose will be Supta Baddha Konasana, also known as reclined butterfly pose. So just lower yourself down nice and easy. If you're using a blanket, maybe you adjust it so you feel completely supported. Or you could take the blanket out. Good. Bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out to the side. You can also bring your blocks into this pose if you want just a little extra support for some added softening. And then maybe having the hands on the belly or bringing the arms out to the side or all the way back behind you. Whatever feels intuitive and in a space where you can soften. And once you settle here into this pose, take a cleansing breath. As you take your exhale, invite the body to soften even more. Taking one more breath here. Bringing the hands to the thighs. If you were using blocks, just take those out, set them off to the side. And then supporting, bringing the knees back in together. And now just walk your feet out so they're the width of your mat. Let your knees fall open wide. And then we're going to let the legs fall over to the right. Taking windshield wiper here or another variation of our deer pose. You can have your right hand on your belly. That left arm can be opened out to the side or maybe brought all the way back behind you, bicep by the ear. Settling and finding the space of softness here. taking a cleansing breath. And bringing that left hand back to the belly. Slowly bring the knees back up, keeping the knees still nice and wide, the feet nice and wide, and then just letting them fall over to the left. The left hand stays on the belly, finding your placement for that right arm. Settling and softening here. Last breath here. Bringing that right hand to the belly. Slowly bringing the knees back up. And then just wiggle the feet back in towards one another. Let's hug the knees in. Taking a few rocks side to side, releasing the low back. And then from here, we'll come into waterfall pose, which is also another variation of legs up the wall. So sending your feet up towards the ceiling. You can have a nice micro bend in the knees. So again, we want to soften, getting away from pulling or pushing anything here. And let the arms just come to the side of the body. See what feels better, palms facing down or palms facing up. Having your feet a little smaller than hip width distance. And take a cleansing breath. Take a big breath into your belly, to your back. Open mouth, exhale. Let the belly soften. Let the back sink down. You may feel a little shaking going on in the legs. That's perfectly normal. As long as you're not having any pinching or sharp pains, the shaking is okay. It's actually good. Softening your breath. Taking one more breath here, cleansing, inhale and exhale. Bending the knees, wrapping the arms around the legs, hugging the knees in. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then releasing the arms, lowering your feet to your mat. Extending the legs all the way out, coming into Shavasana. Taking up lots of space so the body has room to soften. Taking a cleansing breath. And I invite you to stay here as long as needed, continuing to allow yourself to soften and enjoying this nurturing, nourishing practice. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste.